What do we have today, Slongi?
Today we're an alien girl who wants to be permanently blue.
E.T. comes home?
Apparently. Let's go.
My whole life I've wanted blue skin, and every time I've seen someone with blue skin, I've thought I want to be that person.
Don't we have a friend who...
I think his name's Kane.
The Kane channel, right? He loved the Blue Guy, Blue Man band.
Yeah, Blue Man Band or whatever.
Awesome, go check him out. Absolutely go check him out.
Yes.
So it turns out there's 2 of them on the planet who like people with blue skin. And then everyone who lives in Scotland, like, we don't even get as dark skinned as pale white. Like, we actually, or there's so much clouds, we start out as blue. She could just move there.
4 years ago, I started being agoraphobic, and
For those who don't know, that's the fear of the outside.
So I'm not sure why I was holding my nose. Maybe I farted. I was going to say, hey, Slongi, tell the fans what agoraphobic is. Then Slongi was telling you whilst I was trying to burst out a fart. Thanks, Slongi.
I'm in this tiny space 99.9% of the time. Today, I'd like...
Did you see a toilet in there?
Nope.
Gosh, she must go to the toilet more than 0.1% of the time.
to try going out for the first time in 4 years.
Shall we go then?
4 years?
Can you imagine?
Now I'm hooked.
Can you imagine how much poop she must have in that tiny room? Like, it must be like to the ceiling, right?
She hides it in the walls. That's my theory.
Maybe it's like attached to those ears she has.
Chal verpa ha. That's Klingon for I like flowers. I wanted.
So
She knows Klingon?
we have to make sure that in case there's any real aliens that come to our planet, Klingon is a made-up thing. It's from a TV show. Just in case no one knew.
It's
Who
like
knew?
rainbows, but there's no Klingon word for rainbows. I've always been different, even when I didn't dress different purposefully. I've.
So Slongi, this is the pitch, the girls. So she didn't already dress differently. Did most people have zebras like scalped on their back wall?
No.
Do they have this weird
Zebra scalps.
Do they have like this weird eye makeup and
No,
then
I
nails
guess.
that are like, I would say roughly in Gaian she's 85 inches long.
Also the crazy
always
hair.
been different. I've never felt like I belong anywhere, so I've always felt quite alone.
That's
I
why
don't
you're
feel like I
agoraphobic?
belong anywhere on this.
I think as long as she didn't self-diagnose that phobia, like someone helped her work it out. Actually, she couldn't have left the house, right? So
Maybe someone broke into her room.
maybe the psychiatrist does like tiny room visits.
Yeah. He's like, what's the smell on the
Planet,
walls?
so I've tried to make myself a little world where
Awesome,
I kind of
Slongi.
feel like I do belong.
No,
I saw Spock, everyone's favorite Jedi there.
live long and prosper. I forget the first part of the Republican greeting, but that's fine. Slongi doesn't know either. You guys can leave it in the comments below.
I've kind of always wanted blue skin since I was a child. Whenever I saw a character in a film,
She wants to be a Smurf. You know how I know? Because children are short. If she wanted to be blue when she was a child, must mean she wants to be a Smurf.
You know what I was thinking, Slongi? She's not, I don't think, old enough to have really been the Smurf generation, because that's part of my generation. I'm thinking Aladdin, the genie in Aladdin, maybe is closer.
She's the genie?
I mean, if you look at the jewels and stuff, do you ever see like Mrs. Smurf, Papa Smurf, any other Smurfs have jewels like this? No, I think she's the genie from Aladdin.
Maybe the great-great-granddaughter or something.
Oh, like sparkly headdress Smurf.
Yeah.
I just think that they were so beautiful and it just looked like home. I'm not actually sure.
So it looked like home. She wants to be blue. She saw blue people, and then she thought the blue people were home. Like she has to live on the blue people. Maybe she is a Smurf. 'Cause Smurfs are small, right?
Yes, just like I said.
You know, we're going with Slongi. She's a Smurf.
Why blue? It's just my skin colour that I feel myself in. I think my idea of beauty is people being themselves. I started dressing blue full time about 2 years.
We should ask Kian if the Blue Man Group made themselves blue to make money, or whether they did it because they wanted to actually be blue people. We should ask him that sometime.
Years ago.
Yeah.
My boyfriend, I think, he'd love me no matter what I look like.
No doubt.
Yep, you're the spiky-eared sacrifice this guy's going to do at some point in the future. It'll be a great Truly video, and we'll react to it.
Try to do more 80s based, inspired goth based.
I was going to say they're a good-looking couple, and I was going to try to make it sound like they're a blue-looking couple, and then I was like, yeah, I was going to mess that up, guys. I apologize. I had one beer.
We got the vampire and the
When we
alien.
first met the riot,
So, Slongi, what do you think of this name?
I can't tell. I'm not sure whether it's made up. Like, as an alien. Okay, well, her name's made up. I'm not sure if it's her actual name or if it's her alien name.
Yeah.
Tell me in the comments.
I'm thinking Nathan seems like a pretty normal name.
For vampires? Okay, yeah, it's a pretty normal name.
Yeah.
By our standards.
I think that's how we know this vampire is trying to work his way into our society by using a normal name, where L'Oreal, like, or whoever the
Right.
yeah, whatever the name is.
she was doing blue, but not as much as now. It's a way of it
Oh, guys, I'm pretty sure silver, not blue.
She's a robot.
as much as now. It's a way of expressing herself, and it keeps her happy. I do think her style.
Okay, guys, we have a meme here for the Slongi and Stew channel. Keeps me happy, keeps her happy.
I do think her styles are similar because they're both extreme.
I don't pay myself every day just because I can't afford the amount of face paint it would take. But if I could, I would.
Do you know what? One day when you're unpainted, go get a job and they pay you money, and then you can be painted more often. Just throwing it out there. McDonald's is hiring near our house.
I've done quite a bit of research to try and find.
Look at those implants, Slongi. Look at those implants. Those
Easily
are-
some of the best ones we've seen so
Oh,
far.
if those were real implants, straight to number one.
Yes.
Now that I see this, I thought these were real ear implants. And now I'm thinking maybe she goes with the fake implants and the fake blue skin.
Just like the people at my school when they're pretending to be elves.
Are they elves at your school?
There's one person.
Us dwarfs don't like elves.
But we toss dwarves.
Oh, yeah, we do, actually. What about ogres?
They're like onions. They're like onions.
They're like onions.
Let's quit rambling.
the
We're
way
not
to
rambling,
become
we're drinking.
permanently blue,
You're drinking.
and it's not been very successful so far. I've tried taking baths in hair dye.
No one asks me to dance either, and I'm perfectly average.
Because you don't go to many dances, Slongi. And
I don't go to any, to be clear.
And I imagine if you went to one dance, then someone would ask you to dance. But this girl is like, no one's asked me. No one asked the weird girl to dance. Do you think it's because maybe most normal people would like? They're thinking, hey, I've got to introduce this person to my parents at some point. Do you think it's maybe because like? Yeah, can you imagine? So I think this girl's very pretty. She's blue skin. It reminds me of Scotland, where everyone's blue skinned because we're Smurfs, because we're tiny. Big, small.
It's because they were bred with leprechauns.
They're after me Lucky Charms. Do you think it's because you don't look normal, and most people are normal because that's how that word works? That I would absolutely, if I didn't have Mrs. Stu, I saw those extended ears. Someone who was covered in blue paint. I would go up to them and say, would you like to dance? We can't touch because I might get the paint on me. She's not as committed as the tattoo
I've
people.
tried
Blue tattoos, that's what she should do.
painting myself with various things, which I wouldn't recommend. I've considered tattoos, but
What's she
I
considered?
think it would perhaps be patchy, and also I couldn't.
Apache? Like Native American? Or did she just say patchy?
You just said Patrick.
Oh, sorry. I retract that. If we had an editor, they'd take it out.
Afford it.
No, they wouldn't.
About 4 years ago, I started being agoraphobic. I'm not sure.
That's funny, like, she's like, 4 years ago, I decided on a mental disorder I'd like. I'm absolutely gonna do that from this day forward.
Gets her excuse to stay inside all day.
I would have preferred to say, I went to a psychiatrist and the psychiatrist said, you don't like being outdoors and you like being in small places. Then the psychiatrist would say, oh, you're agoraphobic, right? Versus I started being this thing.
What really caused it, but I do know it was just many different things all adding up together.
I don't think she went to a psychiatrist.
And one thing causes it, the fear of the outdoors. Not many things, not the fear of...
I think reasons to be afraid of the outdoors.
Oh, did I mess up the words?
Yep.
Guys,
Words have meaning.
sometimes I say that, guys, but sometimes I'm drunk and then... she's not drunk. She can still use words.
And eventually it just broke me.
Is that the spider from the other video?
And spiders have been more bloodshot.
This is before it got kidnapped though, right?
Yeah, before it was taken
For
hostage.
me, it's a fear of people. I live on a boat with my boyfriend.
She lives in a boat? I did not see that one coming.
I think she meant a ship, like a space ship. But she is an alien, right?
Well done.
Turns
I
out...
wonder what well done alien tastes like.
This is where I spent
I like their caravan that's on the river. Like never gets flooded, always floats. Gosh, those guys are lucky.
Unless there's a leak.
most of my
Like an onion?
time.
Leeks aren't onions.
I rarely
Leeks
leave
are
the boat.
onions.
I'm in this tiny space 99.9% of the time.
We
I
have
do
to
encourage you to go
stop for a
out.
second because leeks aren't like onions, even though leek L-E-E-K is. But the thing that is like onions are ogres. Are like onions.
Even if it's just to the countryside.
Being blue has nothing to do with my agoraphobia. If anything,
If she met a psychiatrist once, they would say, yeah, this is all related. They would say that. Now, we are not medical professionals, of course, but maybe you don't like going outside because when you paint yourself blue, maybe people judge you and then your feelings are hurt because they judge you. You're like, the least amount of space I can be in and still be blue. No, math is my thing, guys. Math is my thing. Reason, my thing.
it would help it. It's not because I look
No, what? We are not healthcare professionals here, of course. I already said that about 3 seconds ago, and we'll continue.
different that I'm agoraphobic. Today, I'd like to try going out for the first time in 4 years to a street. I don't know if I can do it. I've tried before. I couldn't do it, but
I just realized if she's never been outside in 4 years, how poor is her health without the sun?
That's why she turned blue. That's why people in Scotland are blue, Slongi. We have clouds rather than tiny little rooms in a boat.
I've not tried in quite a while, so hopefully I can do it today. I'm gonna try.
What do you think? Do we have faith that she's going to do it, Slongi?
Your faith in your friends is yours. Oh wait, no, that doesn't fit the scenario.
Your faith in your boyfriend is yours.
That's better.
I have to take a deep breath for the next one. Your faith in a camera crew being in there means it's going to happen.
I believe Laura will be able to go out today. I think it'll be difficult for her, very difficult, but
I think I can cure her agoraphobia.
What? Make yourself
I said
paint yourself blue?
agoraphobia. She's scared of aggression. Agoraphobia. Paint herself orange so it's like sunlight. Maybe she just picked the wrong
This
colour.
is something that she wants a lot. I'm slightly nervous about it, but
Come on,
think-
Nathan, don't be nervous.
she's stronger than she
In
knows.
her nose?
So we're gonna go out and try to go visit town, some place in town.
I watched this thing on a hypnotist video it's about agoraphobia, and do you know what he said? So he was he's speaking in jest, right? It's a joke. He said, you know, the second you set the person's house on fire, all of a sudden they're not scared about being outside. I'm not saying set anything on fire, but maybe, Nathan,
Don't set your neighbor's house on fire.
drop a match, see if the agoraphobia holds.
Do you think you'll be okay?
I don't know.
You've got it,
I
alien
hope so. I
friend.
mean, you'll be with me, so.
Shall we go then?
Oh, she's not taking the hand.
The aliens have emerged. Run for your lives.
Alien, not aliens. There's only one alien here.
Oh yeah, an alien and a vampire.
I think social media helps people.
Fact checked. False. Social media is a cancer on our society.
If it wasn't for social media, I don't think
Aren't we on
people
social
would
media
be
right now?
as free as
It's
they
good
are
for-
now.
it's good
I
for the
used to
clicks and the
get
views.
Quite a lot of hate. I get people inboxing me, telling me to.
Yeah, we're on social media right now, so.
I think of YouTube as unsocial media.
Sure, whatever you say.
Yep, Slongi caught me using words incorrectly. This is a big deal, and this doesn't happen often. And he won, and now he's grounded.
To kill myself, that I'm a waste.
We don't do that.
A waste of space. Wait, hold on. A waste of space. She's an alien, right? Huh?
Do you know what? I like that waste of space thing here. See how I listen from this ear? Oh, sorry, this ear here, guys. That's when I listen on when Slongi's speaking because he's. Are you over there? I can't see my camera.
Yes, I am over here.
Well, I thought she said that she was going to off herself, and but it turns out people inbox her and tell her to kill herself. So you think social media makes her life better? People saying off yourself. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say that no, it doesn't make it better.
Me telling me to kill myself, that I'm a waste of space and all of this purely just because I wore a lot of makeup and like pink and glitter and stuff like.
Okay, Slongi, this is not a before and after video that we've done before. Do you think she was prettier before? We'll use this picture, or the blue-skinned person who hides on the boat.
I like the natural look of the non-blue, but I also like the look of the blue.
Oh, the blue's awesome, right?
It's amazing.
Yeah, but you know, she didn't have the blue skin. Didn't hide on the boat. We're not medical professionals, just drawing some conclusions based on the words.
Just slightly above average people.
Now, I think the world is changing. Now I get actually mostly positive comments and messages.
People actually can understand you're putting in effort. Great.
I just wanted this for the screenshot because we should call this Alien Umbrella Contacting Home.
Oh my god, I'm actually doing it.
Nathan has changed the world. He didn't even have to set the boat on fire.
He didn't?
Well, he would have had to because he'd been living there for 4 years and she never left. But the camera crew changed the world. You won't believe the number 6 camera crew.
Oh, sorry.
No, I don't need it. It's fine.
Okay, well, you get started and you can go.
This is God throwing hailstones at the demon next there. He's like, protect the alien!
Oh my god.
His words, not mine, friends. His words.
I'm actually out and. God, this guy's so big, I forget.
It's just a bad time to come outside.
Oh my god.
Now the blue gets washed off.
See if she had real agoraphobia, right? Supposing we assume it's real. She goes outside one day, she gets to First Street, and there's hailstones and stuff like. I'd be like, I'm never leaving the boat again. I am never leaving the boat again.
Bad time for
No,
whoever.
but I like it. I wish it was snow instead, but I love snow.
I do see Lariah getting over agoraphobia soon. I've seen small progress over the last year. She's definitely been getting better and better.
Is this chest hair or his beard?
Probably both.
Nathan's a manly man. Just throwing it out there. Can grow chest hair and beard hair.
And
It's like he
So
don't
cute.
want me to be outside. He's like, get back
I'm
into
also a
it,
manly man.
alien.
I'm also a manly man.
We should go back inside. You might die.
Okay. Okay. Just before I stepped out of the boat, I kind of doubted myself a little, but like I said, that was the worst part, is just going out of the door and stepping out of the boat.
We're not healthcare professionals and we're poaching the Slongi, but I want to get this in here. I think if she had real agoraphobia, then the first step certainly would be painful, but then it wouldn't be really fun. It wouldn't be, right? Like, she doesn't really have the fear of being outside. She just finds it comfortable inside.
Not afraid of the outside, just
It
comfortable
was
on the
really, really
inside.
fun. It was a lot easier than I thought it would be, and I'm gonna keep trying to do it, to go outside some more. You definitely helped. If you weren't there, there's no way I could have done it. I just think people being their true selves, living for themselves, and just dressing how they want to dress, I find that so beautiful. Being blue, it's like an armor that I can put on.
I think we were hooked on this look.
I agree. We most certainly were.
I think, so Slongi, we often do where do they rank on our, our best tattoo list?
I think this might have just stolen fourth or even third.
So I'm going to throw this out to you, Slongi. We didn't pre-record this. Actually, we did pre-record it for you guys. We didn't rehearse it, is what I meant. Because words have meaning, friends. Words have meaning. And I messed up those words twice in the same video. I messed them up. The best couple that we've watched. We have the orc. The half-orc wife, right? Stop kicking my balls. We have the vampire princess, I think.
Yes.
And her spouse, right? Where would you rank this couple, right? They're not super heavy into tattoos, but they have a look, because we're hooked on the look, right?
Well, certainly got a look.
Where would you rank those against those two other couples? I think we only have the top three.
I think that might even take second for all you know.
What's your favorite there? And not just because we're trying to advertise a different video in the description. What would
It
you?
won't be in the description.
So, what are you thinking?
I especially like the Vampire Princess one. That one sticks with me.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with the alien because I like aliens.
Me too.
You know, the guy was better than the other one though. So, friends, you guys who got this far, the terms of service says that we agree with. Said we don't make fun of anyone based upon their look, their like, their sex, their gender, their race. And we didn't do any of that. We were just pointing out some of the absurdities or silliness that exists outside the four walls on our boat.
We don't live on a boat. They do.
When it's like it's a boat on land.
A land boat.
A land boat, yes.
Sure.
And we mean no one any ill will. I quite like this one, Slongi. What about
I
you?
agree. This was easily one of my favorites.
Absolutely. What do we tell the fans at the end?
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, notification bell, and goodbye, everybody.
If you guys want blue skin, move to Scotland.